I say today that when we had less, we had more. Because everything we did have was important, you know?
Jimmy Carter came, I think, when he visited the Bronx. It looked like World War II had taken place. I learned a lot listening to some of the older merchants, what they felt saved it. You know, buildings were maintained. It just started this whole revitalization. It's a blessing to be here for the 75th birthday of Borgatti's Ravioli. Started by my grandparents back in 1935. I'm sure they're looking down upon us and they're smiling. And I'm sure they're very thankful for all the years, those who've come through our door to make this place a special place for their families and their families' families. Amen.
The upper part of the church was built the year that I was born. They had 10 priests and 12 masses, something older than that. When I was in 6th grade, 12 years old, we used to serve Mass every morning here, 6 o'clock there. And of course, we started out as torch bearers, you know, with the Buster Brown hair and the stiff collar. Then go home, have breakfast, go to school. There was an artist who lived in the neighborhood who did all the canvas paintings on the walls, on the ceiling. And he hired a group of young men around here like myself for $1 a day to go up there, you know, painting and furnishing. The church was a focal point. I used to say we were here 8 nights a week. They'd have basketball games down there.
Well, they would have
on Sunday, 25 cents. Basketball and dancing. Shows, always a show, passion play. I was part of the Sanhedrin, change costume, you're an apostle. Change costume, you're a soldier.
Congratulations. God bless you. A wonderful day. Started by your father 75 years ago, and you haven't stopped working since. When did you start working here?
The day it opened.
The day it opened. He was 5 years old, right?
No, I was 18.
You were 18?
I graduated in World War II, got shipped out to the Pacific. At anchor in the bay, they started hitting our ships. We got a little damage on the ship. Not a hell of a lot to speak of, thank God, because we had the ship loaded, sent to stern, with ammunition. Okay? It goes by so fast.
Something that my grandparents were doing just to provide themselves a livelihood turned into something beautiful.
One day we took in $1.50 in the beginning. I think of that. Very small start, but catches on because of the quality.
Put this dough together, like so. As we see here, we start to form a sheet. Then you're just building onto it. This piece of dough will be used for lasagna dough, manicotti dough, and all the various noodle cuts. So we're going to start a process of thinning this piece of dough out. As it gets thinner, it's going to get longer. Food brings a lot of people together around the table. Maybe it's one way we can solve a lot of problems in the world. Everybody come to the table. We'll eat and we'll talk. I put a knife to this piece of dough because we're going to use a wider piece here. It's used for lasagna and manicotti. The piece to the right we're going to use for the noodles. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Kebab.
What?
Cans.
Cans?
Yes.
Do we have cans, Mickey?
Give me one of those.
Oh, you're my friend. If everybody was like this guy, we'd be okay.
These politicians, so much humbug, these lies. I remember the Al Smith Democrats. This is what I was born with. I see more in people and children. It gives me a different feeling about what can be.
I never met Mother Teresa. Here's a woman who went to the poorest of the poor, and she'd get them out of the streets and put them in a bed. They died with dignity. She had no money. You know, I get the chills thinking about it. That's everything.
Speak Italian. He's talking to Mario in the back. I worked here a couple summers as a teenager, and I have such good memories of it. Just so much. My sister worked here too. I just got back from Italy. I was in 8 cities. I ate a lot of pasta. This is the best.
It's something about the people that you work with. You know, it's like a family. He's great. He's a great grandfather. He's totally awesome.
So now it's ready to sell.
This you could close and seal, so you can make ravioli, dumplings.
Oh, so it's a little wetter too.
Right. So it's a different combination of you know, flour, eggs, and water in order to make it a softer dough.
We've had this since '35. First uses them for demo. They bring classes of children in.
See how cool the machine cuts the pasta.
Here we have dry carrot pasta, mushroom, spinach, egg, fettuccine, whole wheat, tomato, squid ink, whole wheat with spinach. I tell them, make them the way your grandmother did. Don't look for any shortcuts. Don't chisel and everything, right? Egg noodle, you know what that means? It has to have eggs in it. Right? That's all.
My dad used to talk about civilization and how it's carried forward and how it's carried through time, the best of civilization, and he said it was exemplified in people like Mario and the Borganis. But it's not just about making pasta, it's the whole sense of community, sense of belonging, sense of caring, sense of serving people.
Bring it down to Virginia and share it with some families.
This is really the genuine article. We come once a year. It's a big family affair.
We came here about 30 years ago. We're doing the family pilgrimage.
I've been coming with my grandfather since I was a little girl, and now I'm bringing my daughters.
I started coming with my dad when I was 9.
I've been coming here since I was this big with my father.
This is all the raviolis these guys will eat. Nothing store-bought.
Look at the cheeks on them.
They're spoiled rotten.
It's tradition. We come down probably 2 or 3 times a year.
Across the street from the church.
My sister, so we always come here though and get the pasta. Yeah.
I came all the way from Virginia. I love it.
Family who's visiting from out of town, some from California.
Already cut to approximate size. Half. Half-pound sheets, approximately.
But I have to cut this down too. I'll be here for the 100. I got 25 more years. I think I could do this at least.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
Call it lasagna, little lasagna.
Who wants to see 100? I know I do. We're going to put nice, beautiful. We're going to toss it. No corner. Bella.
You always start like this?
No, only when it's a camera.
How are you? She really fell in love with me when she had my ravioli.
The lens cap's still on. No, I'm only kidding.